Hey, good morning. Namaste, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Because it's not very easy to listen to anyone, any speaker, of whatever status, educational system, whatever celebrity or non celebrity face, to accept the experience or the sharing or the idea or the concept or the mind basis on what is being shared. That's why it's very, very important that you, whoever you are, stop this nonsense of relying on a religion, on a spiritual quest, on a mantra prescribed by another, or a book. Because the whole point of existence is you. The whole point of this being here is you. Let me take one last shot at trying to describe what was experienced. Not about any past sharings that you've maybe heard of before. But I want to start with the point is you, and I want to end with the point is you, and I want to tell you what the point is. And when you know what the point is, you will know what you are. But again, it will be an interpretation of an individual. And you don't want to take on board this individual's experience or quest, regardless of how intellectual, how wise, how profound, how incredibly bewildering it sounds. We can be devoted to individual people, our partners, our children, our job, our universe, our consciousness, our Eckhart Tolle, our Muji, our Ramana Maharshi, our Neem Karoli Baba, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with devotion. But the devotee will never be revealed or relieved of this appearingly punishing way of trying to force the mind into something that it has no right to be there. The point is you. But the point, what I speak about, is apparently to another. But when I say the point is I take it personally, and I see myself in that machine and say the point is I. Not you. I. We're coming to the journey's end. And your mind will make assumptions on that and say, oh, is this the end of the world or what? No, the journey's end means the next stopping point, the next transition. There's not really anything more that this speaker can give you or share with you that will have an effect on your point. So the journey's end is not about, oh, let's move from here to there, or let's end this, or let's move into another carriage on the roller coaster ride. The journey's end means you're nearly there. You've just about discovered the truth. But you have to dismiss this nonsense, this speaker, all speakers, all books, all intelligence, all conditioned information, all history, all CVs. But you don't want to do that, you see. That's your choice. So before I share this, you can end this now and seek somewhere for something that you think somewhere else outside of you will give you the answer. And even that universe will not give you the answer. Even God will not give you the answer. Even Spirit will not give you the answer, because you, I, is the first point to the answer. Right now, science are now looking, they stopped looking at light. No, we're not finding it in the light. Light is not revealing anything worthwhile. So let's look at the dark. Let's look at dark matter. Let's look at the black. Let's look at the opposite side of light, you see? And what they'll do is, when they've deciphered through this black hole, this dark matter, they'll say, well, it's not that either. They'll begin to see Ramana Maharshi's nadi nadi. It's not light, though it has to be dark. Well, actually, it's not dark. Because it's very simple, but it's not simple to the human mind. The human mind finds it intolerable and unquestionable and nauseating when the speaker says, it's neither dark nor is it light. The point is not to define light and dark and choose one as superior. The point is to overcome light and dark. The point. I is a tower. It's phallic, it's, let's say, penis shaped. And it is infinite. It has no sides, but it's a tower. It has no top and no bottom, but it's a tower. I is stable. I is black. I is deep. I is dark. I is nothing about life whatsoever. I is the deepest death. If you want to use the word death, the deepest beyond sleep state. I. And then we have what you may experience, but in a different way, the light. The present moment, one moment, OM, I, And what is it we say? What is it the saints and the speakers and all these incredibly gifted leaders of spirituality, philosophy, satsang, the Mujis, the Alan Watts, the Jiddu Krishnamurtis, the Oshos, the Ramanas, the Papajis, the Buddhas, the Christ, the Zen. I am. The darkest, the deepest, the most deathliest I. And the most profound, alive, and sensational that light, that true light that is beyond light. In our mind state, we say dark is black, we say light is white. And when we have these new NDEs, we say, oh, it was so light that I felt like I was being, this light was so profound, it's going to eat me up. And some come back and say there was a darkness there that I didn't want to go near. This I did not want to go near this I. So what happens, you see? Is the truth dark? Black? Does the Big Bang that Stephen Hawking says come from a pinpoint of darkness, incredible vast darkness, poking through to shine a light that is beyond the darkness through a little hole in the darkness and the outer darkness to provide us with a universe, a projected shining light? And you're getting close, you see. Are you interested in the light that has been projected out from this pinpoint in this scientific theory to the light to divulge and reveal this incredible, vast, universal galaxy cosmos of incredible, wondrous stars in movement? Or are you secretly interested? Where did the light come from? Is beyond all black, all darkness, an incredible light? I mean, if you take away the pinpoint and the light, you only see darkness. You don't say, oh, there's light beyond the darkness. Because you go around the other side, it's still dark. You blow up a balloon, you know there's air inside. You have flat darkness on this side and flat darkness on that side. You think there's nothing inside. Science is an incredible, intelligent way of trying to discover things. But it's pinpricking its way through billions of centuries before it even comes close to I am. So we can relate to I am. We don't need to look at darkness and light. We don't need to have a thought or a brain to understand that I exist. There's something inside that tells you that you exist. You don't need even the dementia patient, even the patient that is unconscious on a life support machine knows I am. I exist. So the point is that intersection between I am. I and am. The point. Where there's no darkness and no light. But it's the core, the profound beginning. I and am is the crucifix. It can be called that. I and am is the mirror, where it reflects up and down and back and forth, sideways. And like a mirror of glass, two mirrors together shows a reflection of what is in between. But none of these states, I am, can take place without the intersection of I am. So until I, darkness, meets am, light, and until light, am, meets darkness, I, nothing takes place. So something brings them together, something that is beyond darkness and beyond light. And this we call consciousness. And consciousness is that core point between the I and the am. If you have a plus sign, right in the middle is that core point. The idea to discover, to uncover, to realize, whatever it is you're going to realize about your truth, remember this is the truth that this one experienced, you're going to have to connect. You're going to have to connect. So you have I and am, and then we connect each point to make a star or a diamond. And this diamond is life. This diamond is a connection of black, I, This one moment, profound presence, no time, no past, no future, just here, just now, just like Ram Dass says, just like Eckhart Tolle says, just like Muji says, just like every spiritual seeker says, the power of now, be here now, this Om, has to be connected and enshrouded. So within this star, there is only the point. I am consciousness, here and now, at the root and core of dark and light. I truly is connected to that, what truly is, as it is. God being it is being I am. And the connection of consciousness within its core, spreading outwards to create this star, is a completion, is one, is the end of the journey. But the end of the journey is an infinite life of you within this whole one, as I am consciousness, here and now, always, in all ways. That one is, as God, it is. That's all I can say. That's all this meager flesh and bones, this body, this mind, this conditioned ego state, this disappearing and appearing breath that comes and goes, this presence, this oneness, this Om. What else do I need to know? That when you connect your whole self and regain your infinite, immortal, omnipresent, omnipotent state, God, you see, you thought, oh my God, he's going to say that we are God collectively. Once this whole thing has been connected, God, whatever God is, celebrates. You can call it Brahman, Atman, it exists. And it exists to see each one of us overcome this incredible journey of thinking and believing and hoping that one day we will meet God. And all the time we had to go through ourself, through I am. And the answer was there. And you're within that grasp of this incredible reconnection. And there's science of sending spaceships to Mars. And exploring black holes of matter. And all of that are just little play games, playstations from this God to keep itself amused while it watches you struggle, knowing that no one will never ever not find it as it is. So there you go. Whatever you want to believe, you want to believe. Whatever you want to take, you want to take. Whatever you want to think is nonsense, it's fine, you know. But the point in the center of this star is you. So you start with a point and you finish with a point. And when you look for this point within, it's never in the same place. Because that point within that appears to be tiny in the center, holding the whole thing together, is vast, incredible. It is colossal. Because the thing in the middle, the point in the middle, is the umbilical cord to God. And you've got a long journey climbing, clambering, squirming, and scurrying through it to find it. But it's worth the journey. So this journey is not ended. This scurrying, this squirming is incredible peace, incredible emotional, essential to meet the most essential. That what truly is love, and not the conceptual ideas of what we think love is. Love really is a gallant attitude to trust yourself, to go within yourself, to accept everything that arises and have faith that I am is the way. Thank you. God bless you all.